Hey guys, Scott here, and we are back with episode 23 of SDM, which I suppose at this point is now known as Scott Does Minecraft, as opposed to Skin Does Minecraft. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, I have in fact changed channels. I have finally done the name rebranding that I've been talking about. All of my accounts have changed, and this should be the last episode of SDM to ever go up on the Jones Media channel. I will be uploading this episode both to my old channel and to my new channel. And of course, if you are watching on my old channel, the new channel will be available in the video description below. But yes, I've been very busy in real life, so I haven't had much of a chance to record anything recently. But I got a sudden itch, and I have a couple of hours of free time right now. So I decided to go ahead and do a quick, short episode. Not sure how much we're going to actually get done today because I don't have time to build much, but I do want to show off what I've been doing and get everyone updated about basically what's been going on with me. So, as some of you may have guessed by now, this is, in fact, the mob system. Yes, this is the mob system that I have been attempting to build for, oh gosh, probably close to about 7 months now. 7 months of actual time. I just started plugging away at it. I did a lot of creeper hunting to get TNT to bust all the way down to the bottom here and connect up. And I'm using wood to do all the internal construction because wood is cheap and easy to get from my tree farm. And this is what I've come up with so far. This is based off of Etho's old design for a mob system, and the reason that I'm using the old design is because when I started building this, it was cutting edge at the time. And I do plan to use this to get primarily creeper dust for TNT, but also to get arrows and bones. And also, I might be able to turn this into some sort of an XP farm. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to do variable settings, and I'm not quite sure yet how I want to handle everything down here. But this is pretty neat, I think. Over here, I want to do a quick demonstration for everybody. I don't have any redstone torches. Hold on. Let's get one there. 2. Okay. I want to go ahead and demonstrate the lighting system for you guys. Whoa, do you see that? It's the torch. Do you see the texture pack is all odd right there, right above the torch. Do you see that white line? Anyway, so let's go ahead and demonstrate the lighting system as it goes cascading up. Basically, this is just principles of redstone, very easy. The torches are staggered so that they create a vertical line going all the way up. And based on the toggle that I'm eventually going to have, I can turn the entire mob system on or off. These lights are positioned exactly in a way so that every single spawning pad will have at least light level 8 when the lights are on, and then when they're off, it's going to be total darkness. And this is a spider-proof farm, so the only things that are going to spawn are skeletons, zombies, and creepers. And unfortunately, slimes as well, since this is a slime chunk, but there's nothing that I can really do about that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go on up the ladder so that I can show you the rest of this. And don't worry, this isn't the only thing that I've been working on. But yes, life has been incredibly busy. We're getting toward the end of the school year right now. I don't know if I'm going to be recording another episode between now and the time when school gets out, and I'm actually planning on telling some of my students my YouTube channel. So if any of you of my students are watching right now, hello, this is what I do for fun in my free time. And you are probably seeing a much different side of me than you see in class. But anyway, so life has been very busy. I'm working 2 jobs right now, 7 days a week, and summer cannot get here soon enough. Yes, it is been a rough couple of months, let me tell you. Not a lot of time to do videos, but hopefully that will change over the summer. So yeah, as you can see, I've pretty much completed, I want to make sure I don't fall here. I've pretty much completed all the top layers here, and I've pretty much completed the outside. Let's go ahead and hop on out of here. There we go. And let me go around this way so that you can see. Here we go. I basically finished the outside. The tower looks complete from over here. So let's head on over this way. But yes, life has been very busy. Not a lot of chance to record anything. But like I said, hopefully that should change over the summer. I have a lot of really good ideas for video series and all kinds of other stuff, both here in the LP world and in general. And I'm planning on kind of transitioning into doing YouTube as a part-time job over the summer. So hopefully you guys are going to get a lot of really good content out of my channel. So, as you can see, the tower is pretty much done from the outside. Further plans for this area, I want to get rid of those sugarcane and make some sort of above-ground automatic sugarcane farm. If it isn't automatic, I can make it semi-automatic, you know, press a button and it harvests. So that's a general idea with that. This is definitely going to be changing soon. I think I'm going to build some sort of, like, barn or something for the sheep here. That's the general plan. Let's head on over this direction so I can show you some of the other work I've done. Now, the motherboard here still has 1.5 damage, i.e. the minecarts all disappeared during the update, and I still haven't fixed it. And I accidentally, during a live stream, fell into one of the cattle hoppers. Yeah, you can see it right there. And I had to kill the cow and break the glass to get out. So this is not functioning at the moment, and I need to repair it. But what can you do? The other thing, too, is that I kind of got tired of updating my texture pack all the time, so I'm just running pure Faithful 32 for the time being, and possibly into the future. But as you can see, this looks entirely different, doesn't it? I did about... oh, this probably took about 2 hours of landscaping and terraforming here to make this into a presentable and natural looking landscape. And I think this, while it may look mundane right now, if you go back and look at some of the older videos, man, this looked like such a mess earlier. Planted a whole bunch of nice tall trees there. Same thing over there. You can probably see them over in the meadow. I planted a whole bunch of tall trees, and everything looks really nice. So let's move on and take a look at some of the other stuff. Other things that have been going on in my life. I have been live streaming a lot more recently, and there is a new live stream channel. I will no longer be streaming from twitch.tv/skinfan13. I am now streaming primarily, actually exclusively, from twitch.tv/GreatScottLP. And I'm still doing my Wednesday night live streams, but I've been live streaming quite a bit recently. And I've become much more involved with Fun for Freedom and MC Gamer recently. In fact, I attempted to do a Wind Waker speedrun race against MC Yashichi DSF and Choco Pop Chart and Obis, who is one of my Twitch channel moderators. So that happened, and we're probably going to be racing again at some point soon, so I highly encourage you to follow my Twitch channel so that you can see that. It's pretty nifty. So yeah, I kind of came up with what I want my other... yeah, going to be doing an iron farm here in the future. I found a really good design that is 1.5 friendly. I hear you. Die. Oh yeah. So I found... oh. Don't want to light them on fire. So I found a 1.5 friendly iron farm design, and I definitely want to build that very soon, as I want to start constructing lots of hopper-based pipes. Hey, you. Hey, you. Whoa. You too. Zombies everywhere. But yeah, so that's the deal with that. I'm going to be building an iron farm, and there's going to be a station, a minecart station going to that. And then I kind of have this idea where as the base has been expanding, it's kind of difficult to walk around everywhere. I kind of want to connect this point to a different point in the base, somewhere up in that direction. This is new. We're going to go take a look at that very shortly. But I'm excited about this. This is really cool looking, I think. It kind of adds an extra dimension or flavor to this courtyard. And this also opens up future areas for expansion. So I am quite pleased with how this turned out. It was a little bit of an experiment that I did on a whim, and I really, really like it. So yeah, I've actually been having a lot of fun going back to the Wind Waker recently. I also plan on connecting that to either future expansion or to the tree farm below at some point very soon. I knocked out the window panes here for quick access down while I was building this so that I could get a kind of a view of how everything looks. And I need to replace all that glass at some point soon. But let's go take a look. Yeah, let's go ahead and go upstairs and take a look at all that. So yeah, I've been really enjoying streaming the Wind Waker again recently. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm having fun with it. Although, if you tune into my practice streams every once in a while... By the way, this staircase is done. If you tune into my practice streams every once in a while, it may not seem like I'm having fun because I'm frustrated, because I'm failing at all the tricks, but it is fun, trust me. So yeah, this is what the top here looks like. And I added that window there. And this is eventually going to either be a staircase up to here. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with this, but I do know that I want stuff over and up here. Makes it much more interesting and less boring. And then, of course, this goes around here. And this is going to lead to the staircase up and out to the surface. And this is going to be either... I haven't decided what I want this to be. This might be the train station going down to the bottom there. Down there. Haven't decided yet. Lots of stuff to mull over. But this is going to be future expansion as well. Okay, so let's talk about the channel. The new channel, that is. And for those of you who are still watching, yes, I get access to all the analytics, and I know that only about 30% of the audience is watching at this point, which is okay. That's about average. For those of you who have not done so at this point, head on over to youtube.com/GreatScottLP. That's my new channel. For those of you who are watching on my new channel, thank you for subscribing. Even though there have not been any videos up to this point, I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's talk about the channel. Let's also talk about some future projects in the LP world. First, Enderpearl Elevator. That is definitely going to happen very soon. The farm system up there and the cow breeder. Cow breeder needs to be fixed. This needs to be changed so that once I get the iron farm up and running, that's another future project, I can have hopper piping that goes into the storage room over here. And I'm not quite sure how I want to set it up, whether I want it to automatically sort or whether I just want all the items to collect here and then I sort them manually myself. Again, things to think about. As for the channel, I really, really, really want to focus on producing very high quality and top-notch content. And that's going to be a little bit of a challenge based on the fact that I do have to work quite a bit. And like I said, summer, hopefully things are going to calm down and I can devote a lot more time to YouTube. I feel like the game sounds are kind of loud at the moment. Hopefully I can do something about that in editing. But yeah, so basically I've decided to keep this map and continue this LP, although this is probably going to be the final episode of Season 1. I kind of want to do some different things with editing these episodes in the future. I definitely want a new intro that's a lot shorter, snappier, and that does not necessarily mean dubstep, by the way. Because everybody is putting dubstep over a generic sort of CGI rendered logo thing. And I want to try and do something different or contract out someone to do something different. So that's something to look forward to. Much shorter intros to these videos. I want to come up with a regular schedule. That's definitely on the agenda. Let's also talk about what we're going to do here with the Nether Hub. These are all eventually going to be minecart tracks that lead out to different areas. This, I believe I've talked about this before, but this is a project that I want to do. This is going to be a furnace room that has hopper systems that automatically load lava buckets and everything into the furnaces. It's going to be really cool. I have a really nice idea for it, and I think it's going to make things a lot easier. But I also want to get into doing some other video games. I want to possibly do some first-person shooters, some third-person shooter games, some RPGs, you know, just pretty much anything I can get my hands on. Because I enjoy playing video games, and I enjoy commentating, so I might as well do all of that. And I know I talked in the past about doing a review series. I think I just want to stick to doing traditional LPs, because that's going to be a lot easier for editing and things like that. So that's also on the horizon. And speaking of other series, now's a good time to go ahead and tell you, here's the problem with this. It appears that mobs are now able to spawn up here thanks to this blocking out some light. But anyway, now is a good time to announce that I have actually joined a LP group, or a gaming group rather. I was invited to join and accepted to join the Madhouse Gamers group. And you may recognize some of the names from that. TibTuner04, whom I met at PAX. Really cool guy. There's also Bird Geek and Rayman and a whole bunch of other guys, Yami. And I'm sorry if I am not mentioning you. I know there's a lot more of you, and I do plan to get to know you guys a lot better. And along with that, there is actually going to be a vanilla SMP series and possibly a Feed the Beast series coming out of that. So I'm really excited about that, and it's going to be great when I finally have some time to record those videos with those guys. There is a UHC coming up with Madhouse. I'm probably not going to be able to participate because, you guessed it, work. But there will be stuff like that in the future, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So that's basically everything that's going on at this point. This, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this. This was at one point going to be the minecart system, but it's not anymore, obviously, because we have that guy up there. So I don't know what I want to do with this. Not sure at all. And on the subject of projects, this sign has been here pretty much forever. Pretty much forever. So you can hear the sweet, sweet sounds of pistons going off. So as you can see, we've pretty much touched everything on this list. Bedroom and library was done a long time ago. Enchanting room was recently completed. Mob system's going to be done pretty soon. Potions. Potions. That is probably going to be one of the next projects that I tackle, because that has been something that I've been meaning to do for a long time that I just have not done. So the potion room is going to be on that side, opposite here. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to be on ground level. Yeah. Down here, through here. This is going to eventually be the potions room. And I don't know exactly what sort of design I'm going to be using yet, so I could really use some suggestions for really great 1.5 hopper-based designs. And I really want to get that done soon, because everything in this world is starting to finally come together, I think. I've had basic things like farming and food and all that good stuff and caving resources done pretty well. But in terms of automating things, that has been very slow to get off the ground, and there's still a bunch of things that I need to get done, like the iron farm, so that I can have a good iron source for hoppers, and I want potions so that I can have fire resistance for the nethers so that I can do the furnace room, etc., etc. So as you can see, there's quite a bit that needs to be done, but as projects get completed, it becomes easier to eventually get to and finish everything else. And see what I'm talking about earlier? See what I was talking about? These slimes, man. They're going to gunk up this system. I should have built this somewhere else, but that's what you get for being, you know, a noob at Minecraft. The other thing, too, was I don't think this was actually a slime chunk before. This is actually built right on top of a swamp. So I think... I'm not quite sure. I really don't know. But I think in a swamp chunk, the slimes can spawn at any given Y value. So that might be the cause of this. In fact, let's see. Extreme hills. No excuse. No excuse whatsoever. But yeah, so next episode, whenever that happens to get recorded and put out, I am definitely going to finish building this probably on camera for you guys. I feel really bad that I haven't done much building on camera the last couple of episodes. That's just a function of the fact that I don't have the time to record and edit. I just don't. And that's precisely why this episode has been one long take, which is not my style at all, as you guys who have followed me for quite some time know. But yeah, so I will probably build this on camera next episode for you guys. I think that's it for today. I really appreciate every single one of you who has stuck around and watched the entire episode. It means the world to me. I really appreciate it. For the 850 subscribers on my old channel who are watching this video, I appreciate every single one of you, especially the guys who have been with me for the last year. That's the other thing. I recently had my 1-year YouTube anniversary, and I was too busy to actually do anything to commemorate it. But I really do appreciate all of you guys. So the last thing that I'm going to ask of all my Jones Media channel subscribers is that you could please go look down in the video description of this channel, click the link to my new channel, youtube.com/GreatScottLP, and please subscribe to that channel. It would mean the world to me because I have to rebuild a fan base over on that channel and on my Twitch channel as well. So yeah, I would really appreciate that. And guys, I'm probably going to record a goodbye video for the old channel, Jones Media, and that's going to become the preview video under the new channel design, which I'm still upset about. But yeah, that'll direct people over to the new channel. So lots of ideas buzzing around, lots of things I want to do, and I'm really happy that you guys are going to be along for the ride, and I really do appreciate all you guys who have stuck around thus far. My name is Scott. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.